to do nothing for like 2 hours.
Did you figure out what movie you're giving me for this week? Okay.
Yes, I did. And I also Saturdays are usually our do nothing days.
Mhm.
And I had like 2 weeks of schoolwork to catch up on. Plus I had to do some grading. I still have to do some grading. I still have to do some schoolwork. But I just want, when we're done here, I just want to go downstairs and lay on the couch for like 2 hours. 2 hours and do nothing.
I feel
and think
ya.
about nothing and just zone out on nothing.
Those sound like perfect days.
Well,
And now
the stupid sun is out, and so it makes me feel like I have to go outside.
See, that's why I just buy blackout curtains like I have.
Everything's always closed, but I don't have curtains in the office. So I'm looking at a gorgeous day outside, and it's making me angry.
Oh, I love that I'm already recording. So that's all part of the episode.
Great.
Hey, before we get into our movies, you know what I did finally? I finished Justified.
Yay! I'm so happy for you. Did you love it?
I did. And
did you like the last line?
You were wrong, because Boyd Crowder does not have the last line.
He doesn't, because Raylan goes to see.
Raylan has the last line.
It should have been. I mean,
it's
Boyd.
in response to Boyd's line.
Yeah.
But so Boyd technically has the real last line, but Raylan responds. So Raylan is actually the one that has the last line.
What does he say?
It's something about like, we were down in the mines together.
No.
We were in the coal mines
because we dug coal together.
That's it. Yeah.
What does Raylan say back? That's what I'm asking.
I think he says like, "Yes, sir, we did."
Oh, okay.
And then that's it.
But that was an iconic last line for Boyd.
Boyd Crowder. There's going to be an episode of Wilhelm where I'm going to do top 5 favorite TV villains. Boyd Crowder is on that list.
Yeah.
Easily.
100%.
Boyd Crowder 100%.
He's one of my favorite all-time TV characters. You can't help but root for the guy to win every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so good.
Yeah. I wish Walton Goggins did more.
Me too.
You know, he's in the Maze Runner series.
Yes. Which I still need to watch the second and third ones.
Yeah.
After you gave me the first one here on Swap. But I also want to watch The Unicorn.
Me too.
Which it's available now. It's available to us now. So like,
I saw that.
I do plan to watch. And I also want to, my mom told me she started watching Righteous Gemstones purely for Walton Goggins and actually really likes the show.
He's in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well then I really need to watch it.
Yeah, he's in Righteous Gemstones. So that's one I need to watch as well. We'll see. But yeah, welcome to another episode of Movie Swap. Where Kristin and I give each other homework and talk about the
yell
movies
at each other after.
Yeah, pretty much. So this episode, our homework was, I gave you Ambulance, which was a 2021, I think, movie by Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
And you gave me The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which was from 2023. And now I was just reminded, because we just got done recording Revisited, and we were mentioning Parks and Rec and that too, but there's a line actually ties into Hunger Games because of Jason Schwartzman. Jason Schwartzman's character in Parks and Rec is a guy that owns a video store. And at one point, Leslie tells him, like, you know, you got to bring in more mainstream movies, like maybe bring in some Pixar. And I hate to say this, Finding Nemo. And I hate to say this, but maybe even a little Michael Bay. And Schwartzman's like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and Ambulance from Michael Bay.
Let's start with Ambulance.
Okay. Let's start with Ambulance. I'm very curious of your thoughts on this one.
I liked this movie. Yeah, it was fun. I like heist movies. I get, the actor who plays the Marine.
I can never pronounce his name properly.
No, me neither. I'm trying to. What was his name in the movie though? Because Jake Gyllenhaal was Danny.
Wasn't it? It's Jack, isn't it?
Hang on. I'm on the IMDb page.
It's Will.
Will Sharp and Danny Sharp. That's what it is. I really, really love this actor. It looks like it's Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Yes. Yeah.
So he, I guess, has been in a whole bunch of stuff. He's been in some Jordan Peele movies, which I haven't really watched. He is remarkable in this movie. He is such a talent. There's few.
He's also the villain in the second. He's in the first Aquaman movie, but I think he's the main villain in the second one.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. His nonverbal acting is phenomenal. Like, he doesn't say a lot in this movie, but he is a central figure in this movie. And a lot of it is just the way that he reacts to the other actors around him. And you really care about him. Like, at the end when he gets shot, you're just like, no.
Well, I one of the reasons why I gave you this movie is because I actually do really enjoy this movie. I was a big fan of early Michael Bay stuff, and then some of the later stuff I was kind of like, no, this is just more of the same. And then I felt like this was like a kind of like a nice refresh to Michael Bay again. Like, this made me a fan of Michael Bay movies again. And
do you know how this movie got made?
No.
So it was filmed during the pandemic, and Michael Bay basically was so tired of sitting inside, he needed to make a movie. He just needed to make a quick movie. And since everybody was indoors during this time, it took 38 days to film this movie. And the guy that plays Will Sharp, Yahya, he even said, he goes, this was the craziest experience I ever had making a movie. Like, it was lightning fast.
The Michael Bay movies are crazy to begin with. Like, the movie process he does is crazy to begin with. So compacting it into that short amount of time during a pandemic, I can only imagine.
Yeah, just insanity.
Like. I will also tell you too that this movie has one of my favorite character actors, and that's Garrett Dillahunt.
Oh yeah. And he's wonderful too.
And this movie is the reason he left Fear the Walking Dead. He left Fear the Walking Dead to do this movie. Well, he was tired of Fear the Walking Dead to begin with. He didn't like.
We all were.
There was a lot of things about the show he wasn't crazy about. But when he left Fear, this is the first thing he did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and again, like, there's going to be spoilers because we're discussing these movies. I was so disappointed when his character was killed.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it when it happened. Yeah. I was just like, oh my gosh, they just killed him. They just killed him.
I was so disappointed. But one of the things that initially drew me to this was, one, it was Michael Bay. Two, it was a high action, like fast-paced movie during a pandemic, which was something I thought we really needed. And I do enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal, and I really love his character of Danny in this movie. But I have such a crush on Isa Gonzalez, who plays Cam. Mm-hmm. I think she is fucking, pardon my French and pardon me for being like kind of like a typical male, I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And I have such a crush on her that she's really what drew me into this movie. And her character is fantastic.
Her character is really good. And I like to see that she does have an arc and she does evolve at the end. And she goes back to check on the little girl from the beginning of the movie. I had a real problem with Jake Gyllenhaal as the bad guy, to be quite honest. I spent the entire movie wishing it was Bradley Cooper.
Ooh. That could have been fun.
I think that he would have been a better cast just because, and I didn't like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio either. I don't like him as a bad guy. I don't think he works as a bad guy. And that's just my opinion.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
But he's phenomenal. He's wonderful. And he acts his ass off in this movie. And I think that he's really good in this movie. But for me, he just doesn't work, especially as an unredeemable bad guy. Like he's an asshole to the end.
Yeah, including to his own brother sometimes. I mean,
yeah, he's an asshole as he's dying. He's an asshole.
he's such a complicated character in this too. Like one of the things like I found so intriguing about this movie, and one of the reasons why I gave it to you is because this is a movie where these two people are obviously the bad guys. They're very clearly the villains of the story, but you find yourself rooting for them.
No.
Sometimes.
I never thought of Will as the bad guy. He was roped into this situation.
But he still is the one that shoots.
Cats have something to say about this too.
Yeah. But he still is the one that shoots the cop. So he is technically the bad guy. He is.
That was an accident. He shot that cop. That was an accident. Yeah, because there was a fight over the gun.
Oh, that's okay. That's true.
And the gun went off in his hand.
Okay, that's true. Okay, that is true.
And he wanted to stay with the cop, and Danny made him leave.
I mean, he's still a bad guy in the sense that he knows he's committing a crime, and he's part of a crime being committed.
Right, but I think that his thing is that, and it's the same thing. It seems to be his story. He can't abandon his brother.
Well, even in the end, when he shoots Danny, he still cries over his death.
Yeah, he kills his brother.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He kills his brother to save the EMT.
Yes, he does. I got to tell you, though, this movie is so fast-paced, and it's so intent on being like a high-speed chase movie. It gave me Heat vibes. It gave me Speed vibes. I felt like Michael Bay said, what if you took Heat and Speed and mashed them together? What would that look like? And put it in an ambulance, that I didn't feel like there was enough like exposition or character development to really care about these characters at the end. I thought that we spent so much time with the bank robbery and the high-speed chase and everything else, that when we got to the ending, it should have been like 10 minutes longer. There should have been a natural, like falling action into resolution, and it just didn't happen. It was just like the high-speed chase was over, and then all of a sudden they were like, saying, I'm sorry and I love you in the hospital, and that was it. Like
I do get what you're saying, but this is Michael Bay's style. Like if you look at other Michael Bay movies, like take Armageddon for an instance.
Armageddon, there was so much character development. What are you talking about?
Well, there was a lot of character, but I'm talking about the way he wraps his stories, in that there's not like a 10-minute long thing to wrap up the story. It's action up until the last minute or two, and then there's a little bit of exposition at the end to kind of wrap up the story. Like at the end of Armageddon, they got back. It's Willie Sharp saying that like your father was the greatest man I ever met, and then there's the guy meeting his kid. That man's your daddy, and then you see the wedding of Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck while the credits are rolling on the movie. It's like that's the way Michael Bay does his storytelling.
But I understand that. But if you're going to bring up Armageddon as an example, Armageddon ebbs and flows in its action.
Oh, I don't disagree with you.
We have the quiet moments. We have the build-up moments. This movie didn't have that. And I love a good heist movie, okay? I thought it was all really great. But if you wanted me to care about these characters enough to care about who was dying at the end, I needed a little bit more on the front end.
You mean you didn't get connected to these characters when Danny and Will were sharing earbuds and singing Sailing by Christopher Cross?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I thought that it came out of nowhere. And yeah.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't being serious.
I mean, I'd love to see if there's like, are there deleted scenes that we missed? Like, maybe it was just because it was, a pandemic movie and they had to like kind of do what they had to do. Listen, the movie was fun. I enjoyed it. I would watch it again, 100%. But I mean, if we're just going to like talk about it. Yeah, it wrapped up too quickly for me. And there wasn't enough character development on the front end for me to care at the end.
I get that. And and this was from 2022. I was mistaken, not 2021. And I do get what you're saying, but I think I think you might have hit the nail on the head. I do think because this was a pandemic movie,
Yep.
that I think that really did affect the storytelling. In that Michael Bay, like you said, just kind of wanted to get out there and make a movie.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't put as much concentration into the character development as he usually does. I mean, hell, even the Transformers movies have character development.
Right. Oh
You
my
know?
gosh. And the bank, the bank robber people, like all of them were just, I was so glad when they died. Like he got shot. I was like, good, he's gone. Okay, good. He's dead. Good. Okay, good. You're dead. Perfect.
But well, I mean, they take it down to the simplest factor in that it's just Jake, it's just Danny and Will.
Yeah, they said that it was so tight in the ambulance, in the trivia, it was so tight in the ambulance when they were filming that Jake Gyllenhaal was actually holding the camera for a few shots.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I would not
I hope he
be
got a
surprised
credit.
at that at all.
Cameraman credit.
I do like the fact that Michael Bay tends to do this a lot, but he tends to reference his own movies in his movies. Because he does it in the beginning. There's the whole, winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Oh, The Rock.
From The Rock, which that's, to me, that is prime time Michael Bay time. That like
even
The
that
Rock
has a lot of character development.
I love that movie. That is still one of my favorite action movies of all time.
Yeah,
The Rock.
we totally ignored the fact that it was rated R, and we watched it with the kids anyways. We just fast forwarded through one scene.
The sex scene between
Yes.
Nicolas Cage and Vanessa, whatever,
Marcel.
Vanessa Marcel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
What
were
kind
like,
of
you don't
fucked
really
up
need
tour is this?
that. Yeah. It was
I love
awesome.
I haven't watched that in a while.
Yeah,
That,
I love
that
that.
movie deserves a rewatch.
That movie deserves all the rewatches.
It's so good.
Yeah, I
Why
do like
the
that
hell
one.
in Zeus's butthole?
Zeus's butthole.
Nicolas Cage, like it's that, and man, Nicolas Cage is in the middle of a resurgence again in his career, but even then, like it was, I think in a time span of 1 year, it was The Rock, Con Air, and Face Off,
And they're all classics.
and they're all great.
I love
three
all
of them
those
are great.
movies. And then there was National Treasure, which I am a huge fan of.
Well, I think that was a couple years later.
Yeah, right.
But still, like
Mhm.
those three, Con Air, Face Off, and The Rock, like within a year of each other, is just.
Yep.
Come
And wasn't he
on.
nominated for an Academy Award for adaptation?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yep. He's got range. Jake Peralta was right.
I've said this before. Like I said, when it comes to my top 5 episodes for Wilhelm for this, I said Robin Williams was a tough one, and that was true. That was a tough one. Top 5 Nicolas Cage movies is also going to be a tough one. Although I have a couple in the back of my head that are already going to be in that list. So
yeah, he's done
Unbearable
a lot of
Weight
really
of Massive
great movies.
Talent.
That movie was great.
That
movie was great. Pedro
so
Pascal is great in that movie.
Hell, even when we did, our favorites of 2023, I mentioned Dream Scenario, which is a recent one and is a great movie.
Yeah.
So good.
Good job, Michael. Good job, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
After talking about Ambulance.
Yeah. Well, Michael Bay, Ambulance, Michael Bay, Nicolas Cage. It worked. But yeah, I gave you this one because I wanted to give you something a little bit more like action-packed and fast-paced, because I know you like action movies as much as I do.
And I love heist movies.
And my next movie that I'm giving you is the same. It's another fast-paced action heist film. So I'm excited to give you my next one. So should we shift gears then?
Let's talk about ballads.
Oh God, I knew you were going to be so excited.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
It was all right.
No,
I'm just kidding.
wonderful.
I'm kidding. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's what was so interesting to me too. I didn't look into this movie at all. I didn't want to know. I knew I was going to have to watch it eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the original Hunger Game movies. I'm a fan of the books. I didn't read the book of this one. I knew this one was a prequel, but I didn't know anything other than that. I didn't know.
You didn't know it was about snow?
No, I had no idea it was about snow. So when I found out it was snow, I was like, oh, okay, this is an origin story of President Snow from the Hunger Games. So I know he's not going to die. So that kind of took a little bit away from watching. But I did enjoy it because I love the fact that this is and not enough. Okay, I was going to say not enough movies do this, but let me say not enough movies do this well.
Oh, okay.
Because Sony's been trying to do villain origin stories with Venom and Kraven and Morbius, and they all suck. Not enough movies do villain origin stories well. This movie does it.
Right?
This movie tells his story because there are
Were you
parts
so
where,
uncomfortable rooting for him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I was just going to say, like, in the early stages, like, you feel compassion for him. He's rooting on Lily. Is that her name? The main the girl.
No. That was oh my gosh, Kristin. Great, Lucy Gray.
Lucy, not Lily. He's doing his best. He's cheating to save Lucy's life. They develop a romance together. Afterwards, like he goes to District 12 to be with her. Like gives all of his money away just so he can go to District 12 to be with her. And then you're like when they finally see each other,
his
like
mom's scarf.
Yeah, like and when when he takes it's so funny because as I was watching it, like. And I just want to, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but can I just say Viola Davis is fucking outstanding in this movie.
Where is her nomination? Where is her nomination is what I want to know. I thought she was brilliant in this movie.
It took me like a good half hour. I was like, oh, is that Viola Davis? Because like the makeup is so well done on her. Like she's so phenomenal in this movie.
So she's so good.
And like, there's that whole thing with the snakes, how like they're comforted by like the sense that they know. So I'm as an avid movie viewer, I'm like, oh, well, that's going to come back later.
Yeah.
It has to. So when you see the whole, like the snakes and she's talking about like going in there and then it shows the flashback of like him wiping the tears with the hanky. I'm like, oh, well, that's here it is. This is how it's coming back into play.
And then he puts the hanky with his initials monogrammed on the handkerchief.
Well, because I think he was more concerned with saving her than he was with how this is going to affect him.
Yeah.
Like his priorities were in order at that point. So like it was such an interesting watch to see him go from like this character that you're rooting for and you're compassionate for and you want to see this romance bud into this person that you can't stand. By the end of this movie.
It's the woods, the scene in the woods. But
it also gives you a great insight into President Snow in the Hunger Games.
And his dislike for District 12.
His dislike for District 12, why he communicates with Katniss through white roses. Like now we get a lead into that. I feel like he has a disdain for Katniss alone purely because of his connection to Lucy and, the Katniss vegetables that she was like, that's what she called them.
Yeah.
This just it made me want to go back and rewatch the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
The initial the 4 movies again.
Yeah.
And I also love the fact that it kind of bookends, like we see we're getting clear glimpses of when the Hunger Games became what we know the Hunger Games to be.
Right.
Like it becomes a world.
They were dying out.
Yeah. It becomes like this is the introduction of putting them in front of the media and letting the media get to know them and the donation system.
Tell me that Jason Schwartzman was not the perfect casting for Lucky Flickerman.
He is the in incarnate. It's so interesting to see that is what becomes of like Stanley Tucci's. I know they're different characters.
Right.
But
I bet you he's the baby.
Meeting him was, I didn't even think about that. Like that
2 adults in a high chair.
That could be his father.
That's Caesar.
Didn't even think about that. Never even crossed my mind. But seeing like this interesting, weird, flamboyance kind of character in what Stanley Tucci does at the same time. And And then also like the mentoring system, like seeing like this is how the mentors were and this is what they become. Like it, I really want to rewatch the original Hunger Games now to
when when
catch.
when Snow goes into the truck with all of the tributes, I was like, he's gonna get the shit kicked out of him. And it almost happens.
Yeah.
How about Reaper? What did you think about the tributes? Because personally, like, I loved Reaper.
Reaper is the one that gets strung up when the games start, right?
Reaper is the one that when Dill dies, his brain breaks. And so he takes the flag off and he covers all of the dead ones.
Oh, yeah. So his death, like when he just accepts all the snakes, like doesn't move and just falls over.
Yeah.
Like that was a rough scene because here's all these survivors, including the little girl and Reaper,
Wovey,
who are just taken out, you know, have survived for this long and are just taken out by the snakes, you know, and it's just,
I mean, Coral, I'm glad she left because she was the worst.
Me too. But like seeing all that, like it was rough for Lucy to realize that, you know, the poison she put in the water went to the wrong person. So now, like, she knew she was going to be a killer, but now she killed the wrong person. So she killed an innocent person. Like
they're all innocent. Really, they're all children. They're all innocent, and they're put into an impossible situation. Even Coral.
Well, yeah, but Coral became horrible.
Well, she had a mentor that was also horrible.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's funny. Like I was waiting, like I knew. So there's no real reference to Lucy in the Hunger Games. I think there's like a quick reference by Hamish in that he mentions there was another winner from District 12. Because I think that's where he's from, isn't it?
Yeah. He was the only winner of District 12 that was alive.
Yeah, because I think he makes mention, like in quick reference, of another person.
I don't remember that. I'd have to go back.
I think that's what I read, because I did read a couple things after.
You know, Katniss was a really good singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she got from her dad. Her dad is the one that told her about the lake and the cabin. And the Covey and Lucy Gray are the only ones that knew about the lake and the cabin during that time. Not to mention that they called it Katniss, the plant Katniss. And Lucy was such a good singer that I was under the impression that Lucy Gray was probably Katniss's grandmother or great-grandmother. When I talked to Brandy last week, she had some really good insight about the fact that she thinks that Katniss's family was other members of the Covey, the person that brought up the Katniss bulbs.
Okay, so the two people that brought the Katniss bulbs to Lucy, correct? They could have been Katniss's family. Yeah.
So, and that makes sense too, that it would be a member of the Covey. I just like the linear, you know, suggestion that it's Lucy, just especially since Lucy looked like she was from the Seam. You know, if you look at the description of what Katniss actually looks like in the books, it's the dark hair with the dark eyes, and the olive complexion. You know, those are known as the Seam people, the people that are from the inner part of District 12. So I did like it that they had Lucy Gray. She had that Seam look to her. But what blew my mind was when Brandy was talking to me about what Coriolanus put in the lake.
Guns.
So there's a theory out there, and I haven't gone back to rewatch yet, that because Coriolanus so delicately placed the package in the lake, that there is a huge theory out there that it's Lucy.
It's not big enough to be Lucy. And you see the gun sticking out.
What if he weighed her down?
It's not big enough to be Lucy.
So there's a theory out there that he killed her and went crazy.
I don't I don't deny the theory because you never find out what happens to Lucy. Whatever he's putting in the water is not Lucy. It's guns.
See, and that's what I thought. I haven't rewatched it yet, so I don't. And you've watched it more recently than I have. I will say that one of my biggest thoughts of the whole story is that Lucy played Snow. She played him in the arena and she played him out of the arena. And maybe they had real feelings for each other there in the middle. But I think that once Sejanus died, I think that was it. Like it was now time for Lucy to find her exit plan. And so she
was playing Snow the whole time.
I think so.
Okay. Because it does seem to be a little bit of a, like, it doesn't seem like there's a slow transition into how this all wraps up, and that, you know, Lucy walks off, Coriolanus kind of goes crazy. It seems to happen almost instantaneously.
So I love that transformation of Snow in the forest, because he is literally going insane, right? And I think he's gone insane from not only Lucy, but from everything that has happened to him thus far. I mean, he had a traumatic games experience. Then he was shipped off to the districts to be a peacekeeper. Then he was stuck with Sejanus and all of Sejanus's shit that he had to put on his own back. And then he had all the crap that was happening with Tigress and Grandmam back in the capital that he couldn't control because he was out in District 12. Then everybody starts dying. Then Sejanus dies because of Snow. And I think Snow started to unravel right there in that moment when he was going through Sejanus's things after watching Sejanus die.
Okay. All right. I can see that. Because he did go through some of that stuff. Didn't he go through that stuff twice? Like, he went through that stuff right after Sejanus died the first time, and then it's not until he comes back after the whole incident with Lucy that he really dives into that stuff. Because when he's taking it out, and he's taking it with him.
Right, because he wants to take some stuff to Sejanus's parents, but he also gets his revenge on Dean Highbottom in the end too. Played
brilliantly by Peter Dinklage.
Dinklage.
I love Peter Dinklage is just a freaking national
treasure.
He's
so good. And you know what's so funny is that everything that Dean Highbottom tried to do to Snow could have been prevented. Everything could have been prevented if he had just taken Snow under his wing and taught him how to be humane and taught him that the games were bad and taught him how to be a human. But instead, he took out all of his anger from his friend out on this poor kid who turned into the monster that we know as President Snow.
Yeah, which you're right, because he says in that whole speech at the end, right before Coriolanus poisons him and takes him out. Like, he says, like, he was the one that thought the games were a bad idea, but it was Coriolanus's father that was the one that kind of took the idea and ran with it and took credit. It was
a drunken idea.
Everything. Yeah. And took credit for everything. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everything could have gone so differently.
It's so frustrating to watch too. It's like Romeo and Juliet, you know, like you're just the whole time you're like, oh, it's going to be a different ending this time.
Yeah.
Never a different ending.
Or watching Titanic, hoping the boat doesn't sink. Right.
Exactly. You're just like, you just watch it going, it's going to be different this time. Yeah. It's not. Leo is still not going to get on the door big enough for him. He's still going to sink down. Like, I got it.
She's still going to take a jewel that's priceless and throw it back into the water. Like, it's, you know.
Can you see, though, how it could have easily been 2 movies?
This movie?
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. So when I was watching it, when I first started watching it, and it starts off with chapter 1 or part 1.
Yeah.
I was like, is this going to be like 2 or 3 movies? And then they get through all 3 parts over the course of the movie. Because it is almost 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah. And it's still, to me, not long enough.
And that's the thing. Like, when I saw the running time, I was like, first off, I was like, crap, I should have started this earlier. Because I didn't start it until like 11 o'clock at night last night.
Whoops.
But even then, when I got to the end of it, I was like, all right, that didn't feel like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
The music is awesome.
even the stuff for Rachel Zegler is, I kind of understand I kind of understand where you're coming from now with being upset that some of the stuff didn't get nominated in the Oscars.
Okay.
Like it got snubbed because some of the music is really good.
Really good.
And then I wasn't
when the snakes are overtaking her and she's singing the whole time.
That part was awesome.
Yeah.
And then it shows the camera view.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her with just covered with the snakes, like her staring at the camera. I was like, the only thing that would have made that scene more badass is if she stood up.
Yes.
And was just covered with the snakes. That part, that would have made it, that would have just taken it to another level of badass, but it was already badass as it was.
So good.
So a question that I have, because I missed it if this is the case. What's the reporter's name again? Jason Schwartzman's character?
Lucky Flickerman.
Lucky Flickerman. Did he predict Lucy to win?
No, of course he didn't. He just, oh, me too. I thought that too.
Because he tears it up and then it looks like there's birds flying out of it.
Because she's a songbird.
Yeah. So that's what made me think like he did predict it. So I don't know.
My guess is that everybody had their money on Reaper.
Probably.
I would have put my money on Reaper.
Yeah, not the tuberculosis chick.
Ill Dill.
I don't remember the names. I've only seen it. I haven't seen it 50 times since you
Jason Schwartzman, Lucky Flickerman, her name was Dill, but he kept calling her Ill Dill.
I was kind of like, this is just me and the way my brain goes with prequels. I was kind of hoping to get references to some other characters. Like I was hoping maybe we'd meet like a young Hamish or...
Well, like Hamish, this was the 10th Hunger Games and we see Katniss in the 74th Hunger Games. So Hamish would not have been alive.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He wasn't born yet.
This was the games right before. It's the year before. Do you remember Mags?
Yes.
So this was the year before Mags's games.
Okay. Yeah, I know it was like 60 years before.
Right. So Mags's games.
64 years.
Was the games that they had the like flesh-eating piranhas or something like that. And that's what Gaul is working on at the end when Corio comes back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I like that tie-in.
And then the bow that Lucy does when she at the reaping,
that's Katniss's
bow.
Yep.
And she did that unscripted and improvised to connect the two characters. Lucky Flickerman was, of course, Caesar Flickerman's tie-in. There was Dean Highbottom.
So wait, they are related?
Yes.
Oh,
his name is Caesar Flickerman.
I didn't know that was Caesar's last name.
Yes.
I probably did know it and I forgot it.
Yeah.
So you're right. That probably was the baby.
Right. And then
or at least the
Heavensby,
grandfather.
There was one of the mentor students was a Heavensby. There were names everywhere.
So there's a lot of tie-ins to the Hunger Games.
A bunch of tie-ins. But again, I've seen the movie a lot.
Yeah.
And I've read the books a lot. I've seen the original movies a lot. Like I'm a Hunger Games dork.
How close is the book to the movie? For
only doing one movie from this huge book, the adaptation is phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know because I might read the book.
Read the book. The book is so good and it gives you, of course, extra information. But you'll see, at least to me, this was a really good adaptation. I wish that they would have made it into two movies, like the games for one movie and then the District 12 stuff at the end.
Yeah, because the games ends a little over halfway through the movie.
It's two completely different stories.
Yeah.
It could have been two movies.
Well, and to end the movies with the games with like Lucy winning with the snakes all over her, like that ending I would have put akin to it's not Mockingjay. It's what's the second Hunger Games movie?
Catching Fire.
Catching Fire. It would have been to the end of Catching Fire to me, that final scene with Katniss on the table.
Yeah.
realizing that everybody is dead.
Yeah.
And like how she goes from like sad to pissed off right before it fades to black. Like I remember being in theaters watching Catching Fire with a bunch of friends and like watching that final scene and turning to a friend of mine and be like, oh, she's pissed.
Yeah,
like,
she was. Jennifer Lawrence is incredible. See, I thought the same thing. Like at the very end, it would have been Dean Highbottom telling Corio that he's been banished to District 12, and having the medicine or the powder compact and the washcloth out there, just like when Seneca Crane had the nightlock berries at the end when they locked him in the room, like just all of that coming around and is Lucy alive? Is she dead? What did Highbottom do? Like if you just end it right there, it would have been perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because it does kind of ruin a little bit of the mystery to end it like wondering what happened to Lucy in the middle of the movie because you still have another hour left.
Yeah.
She's not dead.
Right. You have a whole other story to tell.
Yeah.
And Sejanus was so good. Like, I don't know. I would have loved to have seen more Sejanus,
I know we're spending a lot more time on the Hunger Games than we did on Ambulance. No, I fully expected it this episode because I know your love for this movie.
I love this movie so much. It's my favorite. It's my favorite of all the movies. It's my favorite book of all the books. And I was so resistant to this book. I did not want a prequel on Snow. I felt like I don't care. I don't need to know. I don't need to humanize him. He's a turd bucket. But holy shit, do I love this movie.
Yeah, it makes me, like I said, I'm plan to, not only does it make me want to, I plan to rewatch the other 4 Hunger Games movies because I want to pick up on a lot of those connections and I want to see if or how this changes my view of Snow in these other movies.
Yeah. There's a lot. My daughter, Danny, she is getting really observant. And I think it's because, she watches television with me all the time. And I have podcast brain, but her observations and her analysis of just everything, you can have some great conversations with her. And talking to her about ballads after we watched it a few times, we just had these amazing conversations about like, what do we think about Lucy? And when do we think that she was like, that she caught on to him? And just because there's so many different clues that maybe Lucy's not all she was saying that she was, especially when her ex-boyfriend and her seemed to be in cahoots with each other about whatever they were planning as a rebellion attack. And Corio wasn't involved in that. And the ex-boyfriend is trying to convince the mayor's daughter, no, she's with us. Everything's okay. But at the same time, Corio was really confused and Lucy looked like she'd been caught. And that whole scene to me just felt like it was a giant foreshadowing that Lucy was just not who she was saying that she was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. How long do you think it'll be before you and Danny are doing a podcast together?
Oh, I don't know. That would be fun. I know that she wanted to do one for Percy Jackson for sure.
You should do one with her at some point.
It would be fun if I had the time right now.
Yeah, Rachel Zegler was another one I wasn't too familiar with.
She was in West Side Story. She was Maria.
I know, which I haven't seen yet.
Me neither. I really want to see it.
But I also know she's in, I think, the second Shazam movie.
Okay.
Which I haven't seen that yet either. Actually, those are the only 3 movies she's done.
She probably is more of a singer.
She did, she's done 3 movies. She did West Side, and they're big ones. She did West Side Story, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and The Hunger Games. For only having done 3 movies, and those are the 3 movies you've done?
Yeah.
That's freaking, and she's playing Snow White.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
In an upcoming Snow White movie.
Yeah, her career's about to explode.
Yeah, it's already there.
But I really wish that this movie would have gotten nominations for Viola Davis, for the music, and for the costuming. I'm
Yeah.
like really pissed off that it wasn't even considered, because this movie was so well done, and it was well done in really interesting ways, and it just got pushed to the side, especially musically. I don't think we needed 2 frickin' Barbie songs to be nominated and not have ballads even come close.
Can I just tell you, I was in the supermarket last night and the Pink song from Barbie came on.
Pink?
Not Pink, not the artist Pink, like the title
Okay.
of the song is about the color pink. I don't think it's one of the ones nominated, thank God. But I heard it over the speaker in the supermarket, and I'm like, I'm really bummed I know where this is from. I don't know the words to it, so I'm not singing along, but I know exactly where this song is from.
Yeah.
Why is it playing in the supermarket? But no, I really enjoyed Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I'm so glad. I thought Peter Dinklage was fantastic. I thought the storytelling was great.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis was fucking phenomenal.
Do you know how they, I don't know how much digging you did on this movie, but the reason why they even thought of Viola Davis to play Dr. Gall is because somebody on the internet put up this poster of the movie The Help with Viola Davis in like a darkish room, just staring out of a window. And they put like a fake horror title at the bottom instead of The Help because it looked like she was so menacing. And the person that was casting this movie, or the director or something like that, I forget who exactly it was, said that one fake movie poster made him think that's Dr. Gall.
Oh, all right. That's an interesting way to think of it, but it worked.
It worked. Everything she does is phenomenal. Like everything. It doesn't matter what she does. I think she's got EGOT. I think she's EGOT.
Let's see. She's got an Oscar, obviously. She might be. Let's see. Oscar nominated performances in The Help, Oscar winning performance in Fences. Won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Performance for How to Get Away with Murder. I don't know. I don't see anything else. Let's see. List of EGOT.
You just say Viola Davis EGOT.
She is a Viola. She is Viola Davis. She is an EGOT winner.
Yeah.
As of this year, as of 2023.
Yeah, I thought so.
She won the Grammy in 2023. That made her the EGOT winner. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting. Mel Brooks is an EGOT winner.
We're going down it.
I love that.
Did EGOT come from 30 Rock?
No, because I don't know.
Because that's the first time I heard that term. Was
I think that's just the first time. No, the EGOT acronym was coined by actor Philip Michael Thomas in late 1984.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. I think. The acronym gained wider recognition following a 2009 episode of 30 Rock.
When he had that EGOT necklace on.
But yeah, Whoopi Goldberg and Mel Brooks are both EGOT winners.
I knew Whoopi was.
Elton John is an EGOT winner now too.
That makes sense because of Rocket Man.
He won an Emmy in 2024. He won a Grammy.
What did he win his Tony for?
Tony.
Oh, Lion King, probably.
Probably the Lion King. Yep. Non-competitive EGOT winners. What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
6 additional artists have received all 4 awards, though one was bestowed for an honorary. Okay. That's whatever it is. Let's give each other homework for the next episode. Do you want me to give you mine first?
Sure.
Okay, so this is a movie that I have mentioned to you a number of times, and it's been on the list for a while, and I was going to wait a little bit, but after knowing your love for action and heist movies, and I'm sticking with the Eliza Gonzalez theme because she is in this movie as well. I am giving you, and I'm This is high praise. This is one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time.
Oh, dear God. I hope I like it. Okay, what is it?
I know. I'm taking a real risk in giving you this one. I think you're going to love it.
That's how I felt with Live from Baghdad, so I get it.
And I really liked Live from Baghdad.
Well, it's because it's really good.
This is a 2017 movie. I'm giving you Baby Driver.
Oh, yay. I've wanted to see that too, so I'm excited.
It's rough because of the Kevin Spacey aspect of it.
Yeah.
But if you just put aside everything that Spacey does, this is because I'm giving you this movie one because, like I said, it's in my top 10.
Taron Egerton, isn't it?
Aaron, yeah.
However you say his name.
No. It's Ansel Elgort.
That's
the
okay.
lead. Yeah.
Got it.
But it's Ansel Elgort, John Bernthal, Lisa Gonzalez, John Hamm.
No, stop. You had me at Bernthal.
Yeah.
You had me at Bernthal. Just say that.
Okay. It's in my top 10 favorite films of all time. And I'm doing it because because I want you to see it. And two, I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah.
So this gives me another reason to rewatch it.
Well, I got really excited because I had the flu the week after we gave each other our last assignment. So I watched Ambulance and Ballads in the same day.
I did too. Actually, I watched Ambulance and Ballad. No, I watched them 2 days apart. I watched them a day apart. I watched Ambulance
I was
the day
in bed
before.
dying, so I was like, let's watch movies.
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I watched Ambulance one day and then Ballad the next.
Perfect. Okay.
So
your assignment is so the whole time I was watching Ambulance, I was thinking about all the Jake Gyllenhaal movies that I actually love.
Okay.
And my favorite Jake Gyllenhaal movie is Zodiac,
which I haven't seen.
Which is crazy to me because it's so good. So I am giving you Zodiac. I remember it took me a couple tries to watch this movie, not because I didn't like it, but because I always had to go somewhere. It just became one of those movies where I was like, I would start it and I'm like, for fuck's sake, I can't even watch this movie. And then I finally sat down and I watched the whole thing and it's awesome.
All right.
So yeah, so I hope that you like it. I really, really, really like this movie a lot. So I hope that you also like it.
And I know you and I kind of do. Oh, it's by David Fincher.
Yeah, Zodiac's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so anytime you give me a movie, I don't watch the trailer because I want to go into it completely blind. I did just, however, see that it's Jake Gyllenhaal, Robert Downey Jr., and Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm already on board.
Yeah.
Already on board.
Yeah, you'll love it. You'll love it. It'll be one of those movies like, why didn't I already see this movie?
I'm wondering, I don't even think I have this on my server. I think I have to add this.
Oh, it's definitely, it's got independent film vibes to it,
That's fine. I think some of the best movies have those vibes.
Yeah. And the story just takes you on a little journey. And after you watch the movie, watch Jake Gyllenhaal videos of him being interviewed on his press junket for this movie. Cause he got real nerdy about this movie. I think he really loved being in this movie.
Okay. All right.
So to me, this
good.
was the movie where I was like, wow, Jake Gyllenhaal can act.
All right. I'm intrigued now. I'm really intrigued. And
I really did like him in Ambulance. And I thought that he played he's so talented. He can play anything. I know this about him. Donnie Darko is one of my all-time favorite movies. I just don't like him as a bad guy.
It's really hard to think about the fact that, because I'm looking at Jake Gyllenhaal's IMDb right now, and to think that he was initially the Bubble Boy.
Oh my gosh, he was.
Which happened after Donnie Darko.
Well, he needed to wash Donnie Darko out of his hair, Such a dark movie.
Like October Sky is a great movie. Day After Tomorrow is fun for what it is.
Me, I love Day After Tomorrow. Don't you dare shit on that movie.
Jarhead is a great movie.
That's an intense movie.
End of Watch is a great movie. Prisoners is fucking fantastic.
That's with Hugh Jackman, right?
With Hugh Jackman, yeah.
That movie's intense.
That movie's intense, but it's great. End of Watch, Nightcrawler is a great movie. I never saw Everest or Life or Stronger. Some of his later stuff I haven't seen yet.
Stronger is the one about the Boston bombing, isn't it?
Yes.
He was a runner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that. He is such a good actor. And I think he's got like the Matt Damon curse. He's so freaking good that we just expect it and we don't talk about it.
I'll tell you what's another really good one that I just saw on the list, and I forgot about this one. And I'll just throw this one out there. I won't add it to the list of movies to give you eventually because I think your love for him, you should watch it on your own. There's a movie that came out on Netflix in 2021 called The Guilty, where he is a 911 operator.
Ooh.
And that's all the movie is. The entire movie takes place with him answering this particular call from the help desk. He's a 911 dispatcher.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to watch that. How long is it?
An hour and a half.
Oh, I love a good 90 minutes.
Yeah. It's not a long movie. He's like a police officer who was demoted to be a dispatcher at 911.
I love it.
And he takes a phone call from a woman who's been kidnapped.
I love it.
It's actually really good. I really liked it.
Yeah, no. Well, what was it? There's one episode, I think it's of, I don't know if it's CSI or if it's SVU, one of them, where they have a phone call from a little girl on 911 and they're trying to find her and save her mom the whole time.
I just got done rewatching CSI. I can't remember, but it was 15 freaking seasons of episodes, so I can't remember if it's CSI or not.
I don't know. If somebody listening to this knows what I'm talking about, it's really good. Oh, nope. Never mind. I'm wrong. It was Grey's Anatomy.
Because that show's just like CSI.
Just the same.
Oh my!
They can't all be winners, Ben.
Oh, I can't remember if it was CSI or Law and Order. Oh no, wait, it was Parks and Rec.
Anyways, that episode's really good. Anybody ever
Gotcha.
watch it?
Oh my God.
And now I'm even thinking maybe I'm wrong. No, I think who cares? Baby Driver.
So you have Baby Driver. I have Zodiac. So those are going to be the next movies we talk about on the next episode.
I'm excited.
I am too. I'm excited to watch Zodiac because it is a movie that's been on my radar. I just haven't watched it. Yeah. And I'm excited to rewatch Baby Driver again because I just love that movie so much.
I get it.
So, any notes before we leave? When we get out?
No.
All right. That's good.
Gosh, I wish I had some. I don't. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Watch our movies.
Yeah. If you don't already, make sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. Go to wilhelmpodcast.com to find links on everything there. If you have thoughts on any of the movies that we just covered or we're going to be covering, feel free to leave us feedback. Feedback at wilhelmpodcast.com. Let us know your thoughts on the movies. Other than that, I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for this episode of the Movie Swap. So with that being said, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for subscribing to the podcast. If you do, be sure to leave us a review. Go, whatever you're listening on, go and leave Wilhelm a review because it really helps out. Go check out our other podcast, the Revisited podcast, which we're covering Ted Lasso at the moment. That's a spin-off of Wilhelm in a joint production with Podcastica. But that's it. Thank you guys for listening, for subscribing. Until next time, we'll see you guys on another episode. Bye-bye.
Namaste, baby.